Hello everyone, back with another upgrade to the outside of the van. So you can see the van behind me here. So we're going to sort of potentially put some sort of outside lighting along the outside just above the door there, which is going to give us some lighting when we're getting in and out of the van on campsites, obviously, because most of the campsites you see these days haven't got a lot of lighting around them, especially if you use the private independent campsites. There's no real lighting there. So having tripped once or twice on the step in the dark, I've decided to put a light on the outside. Now I've looked at a couple of different options. The main problem I've got really is I've already insulated all the cab above the front, etc. So that's going to be a real nightmare to get anything above the sort of door. Let me just flip the camera around and just show you. So I was looking at fitting a light sort of up the top there, above this door here, which would give us enough light down here, but that was just going to be too much of a nightmare trying to fix it properly, etc. inside, having insulated everything. So hindsight, probably should have done it first, but there we go. But I've gone for one now that runs right across the top of the side door there. It actually fits into where the seal is on the top. So that's the plan for today. Try and get this LED strip light fitted across the top of the door. So let's open up and let's have a little look how we can get on and get this fitted. So this is the light we've gone for. Viganella door light, I'm assuming. That obviously then sort of shows you that it goes right across the top of the side door there. It comes with a sort of an adhesive strip, but you can seal it. You can stick it in the gap of the seal. There are a couple of screw holes in there as well. You can screw it if you want. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to use the 3M tape to mount this, because obviously the door is going to be shut when you're driving along anyway, pressing the seal. So I can't see that you're going to have any issues. I can always pop a screw or two in if I need to further in the line, but at this stage I'm just going to use the double-sided tape, I think. And obviously got to work out then where I'm going to route the cabling going inside. So we'll have a little look now and see what options we have. Okay, so the light actually fits in this seal here and sticks along this edge. So I've gone all the way along here and cleaned it. I've used some brake cleaner just to get any grease or any rubbish off there, cleaned out any dirt out, so it gives it a good adhesion. I've managed to get the cable in through this grommet here, so we're not going to affect any water issues. So there's a few grommets here, but I've pulled this grommet out. Bit of a nightmare feeding the cable forward, obviously, because I've insulated everything inside here. So it was a bit of a nightmare to do that, and I've had to cut my carpet here so I can get the cable out. Obviously I can address that later on. I can repair that anyway, but I managed to feed the cable in, so using that existing grommet, we're not going to create any more possible water leaks on there. It'll just pop in through there now, and I can route the cable whatever I want. So I just got to mount the light now and then feed the light cable through, because let me just show you. So there's the actual light itself, and we've got a fairly decent length of cable attached. So we'll get that taped onto the end of this now, stick the light in place, and then feed the cable through. Hopefully then that'll be mounted, and it's just working out position for the switch, etc., and connect everything up. But yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare that for us, but we managed to get it through anyway. So let's get this light mounted. Okay, so that's the light fitted in. As you can see, it sort of sticks on the edge there and just protrudes out from the door then. It's a good solid fixing as well with that 3M tape, so I'm not going to bother with the screws, definitely not. It's not going to go anywhere, definitely not. So let's open the door up. As you can see then, up there we've got the cable tucked in there, up a couple of clips and popped in through that grommet, and then obviously down through the cab and out here. So I'm just going to work out my switch positioning now. Then I can take a feed. I've got a feed up in that cab there for some of the lights, etc. So I'll just tap into that feed. It's only a low drain, this one, so it's not going to be a problem. Just got to figure out where now I'm going to mount my switch. Not quite sure if I'm going to do it on the side here somewhere if I can, or I don't know whether we sort of go somewhere around here. I don't know. Gonna have a little look, a little play around. But then obviously I can get my cable where I need it to be, and we can finish off that and wire it up. Shouldn't take too long. Biggest problem again was the getting the cable from the outside in, but there we are, all in place. Looks quite neat as well. So let's get on, get this position for this switch, and then I can finish this off. Okay, so figured out the switch position here and got the wiring sort of buckled in up here and down to what I needed to be. It's literally just a positive on and off. It's a constant earth, and we can see here now, flick the switch on, and there we go. I have the light off, on, off, and on, and there's the light that we've got. I'm going to let it go dark, obviously, because in the bright sunlight we can't really see much. So I'll let it go dark, and then we'll come out and test it and see what sort of lighting it gives us. Okay, so we've gone dark now, and there is a light, and that gives quite adequate light in there. I think that's really good. That's fantastic compared to what we've, well, obviously nothing. That gives quite a lot of light all around that side door entrance there, and obviously stepping in as well. And then we close the door up, and you still have all that light in there with the door closed as well. And go back a little bit further, you can see this. There's plenty of light, but it's not in your face. I don't think it's not too bright, obviously, because if you're on a campsite and there's other people around, you know, you don't want to be blinding people, I don't think. But that works absolutely brilliantly, so very happy with that result. I think just going to do a little quick video of it off and on, just for you to see the difference. So obviously there's it on, off, back on. So very happy with that. Well, that brings a close to that video. It was a little bit tricky getting that cabling through due to the van obviously being finished. But in hindsight, I suppose I would do that earlier on in the build. But it gives adequate lighting for what we want. We only want to light up that side really for accessing the van on a dark campsite if we come back late, etc. Or if we're letting the dog out, sort of late in the night. It gives a little bit of light on the side. We don't want to light up sort of 25-30 meters away. It's just not needed. But that's more than adequate for what we want. So I'll stick a link in the description for the light and the switch I've used if anybody's interested then. Any questions, if I can help, don't forget to drop them in the comments. And if you like the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, because it's helping the channel grow a little bit. So it'd be much appreciated. Thanks anyway, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.